Hello, friends and fellow reprobates. It's Ray again over at CigarClimatology. Haven't done a cigar review in a while, and I've had a friend of mine send me some cigars that he wanted me to try. Music down here a tad. And, well, frankly, I've put them off for quite a while. Typically, I don't buy cigars such as these. They're just a lot of buck for the bang, basically, in my book, but I'm happy to smoke them if someone gives them to me, and I have to thank my friend Chris. Chris is wow, that's got a beautiful band. I wonder they probably cost so much. Wow, that's really special. Exclusivo Grand Bretagne. Boy, does that sound legal. Anyway, I was looking over these cigars, several of them, and the smallest ring gauge one that I can find is this Diplomaticos, and since Diplomaticos is actually a favorite brand of mine, I thought maybe I would give this one a shot. Frankly, this is a beautiful cigar. It's a Colorado Claro colored. I'll take a couple of pictures of it. No modeling. It's beautifully made. I mean, it looks really, really nicely made. And I've had this cigar in my humidor for a period of time now, so it's firmed up quite a bit. As you know, I tend to like drier cigars. The bouquet off the foot is wonderful. Like I said, it's a nice-looking cigar. With the exception of the two bands, I think it would probably just look a little bit classier if it just had the single Diplomaticos band. Paises Bajos. That's as good as my Spanish lingo gets. Paises Bajos. You guys can tell me whether I got that right or wrong. I can deal with complex words like robusto and marrivas. Petite Coronas. That's about it. Cerveza. Anyway, so this is going to be the one that I'm going to smoke tonight. To drink, I have some sparkling apple cider from the famous Napa Valley. Now, why I got to go up to Napa Valley to get sparkling apple cider when in fact the apples are probably grown in the state of Washington is beyond me. But that's what the bottle said, and since they were on sale for $1 a bottle, I said, what the heck, I like apple cider, and if you want to put a little sparkle in it, I might as well drink it. Now, as you probably know, I don't typically smoke cigars this size, so I don't even know that this is going to fit in my guillotine cutter. And I don't think it's going to. Oh yeah, it will. But I'm going to try a little experiment here, because my friend Nick, hey Nick, in Australia, he has got a bit of a theory, and that is if you use a punch cutter or a smaller cutter on some of these larger ring cigars, that it concentrates the flavor and concentrates the smoke. Now, I very rarely smoke this size cigars, so I don't get too much of an opportunity really to test out that theory, but you know, I'm going to go ahead and give it a try now. Now, I don't even own a punch cutter except for the one that is on the bottom of this lighter. I should have probably taken to it with a Kratex wheel and sharpened it up some, but let's see if we can actually get this to work. This might be ugly. Wet it up just a little bit so I don't crack it. Okay, so I reamed a huge hole in it. Draw seems to be okay. So Nick, we're going to give your theory a try. Like I said, Diplomaticos Paises Bajos. So we have the nuclear torch here. I'm going to use that to get it lit up. Give me a second. I'm going to put the rest of these back in the bag. Man, that Larnaga's got It's got quite a band on it, doesn't it? It's actually a pretty cigar as well. And we'll put these back in the humidor. All right. All right, so they are out of the way. Hopefully you can hear me and my fan is not going to blast over this thing. It doesn't seem to be blowing on the camera, so we should probably be in pretty good shape, although it might make a little background noise. Like I said, the cigar looks like it's constructed really nicely. It looks a little bit soft down at the foot, so quite a bit firmer up here at the head. If the whole cigar were firm like this, I think it would be really nice. But this is a little soft down here. I didn't measure it to see what ring gauge it is, but I don't know, the looks of it, 52, 54. You guys can look it up, I suppose. Draw is okay. Let's spark it up and see what happens. I guess you need one of these 4 nozzle blow torches to light one of these things. I can already say that the smoke off the foot is very pleasing. And the first puffs were actually quite flavorful on the light. Very pleasant and enjoyable. First couple of puffs. Unfortunately, now it's been actually a couple of days since I've smoked, so this does happen to me. I start on a cigar and I haven't smoked in a few days, so the cigar tastes really, really good to me, and then within 10 minutes I can't taste it anymore. That's probably me more than the cigar, but that does happen. To be perfectly honest with you, while it tastes nice, and it's very mild, to me anyway, I hate to say this, it actually tastes a lot like a Dominican cigar. To be honest with you, I hate to use that term, but it tastes a bit like a General cigar from the days that I used to smoke those things, and we're going back a few days. But that's kind of what it tastes like. As I suspected, my taste buds are actually already going dead on me. What started out as a very pleasant tasting cigar, and I won't deny that, because it's so mild, and I have the taste buds of a porcupine basically. Because it's so mild, I tend to need a smaller ring, more concentrated smoke, more robust, higher bodied cigar, at least than what I can tell out of this cigar here in the very beginning. Yeah, I'd like to smoke it slowly, but I think I'm just going to have to stoke this thing and kind of torque on it so many times in order to try and get any flavor out of it. I really think I got to try and heat it up and really go after it kind of severe to see whether I can get some real flavor from it. So let's give it a long haul. A little more there. What does the cigar taste like? A general cigar product. Uh, Hints of cream. No real distinct in-your-face flavoring. Mild. Very pleasant. Certainly probably doesn't even hold up to my sugary sparkling apple cider, if you want me to be totally honest with you. Yeah, the apple cider's got quite a bit more hit than this. No hints of it being over humidified. Again, I've had this cigar for a considerable period of time now. That's more my true nature of smoking. Shorter puffs, longer draws, 2 draws. I'm trying to get it to give me something that's just not there, unfortunately. But, you know, in fairness, 3/8 alpha cigar, that's certainly no way to judge one. So we'll set it down for a second, just so I can compose myself. Because there's not a lot of flavor there for me, I have a hard time identifying any of the nuance that is there. Now again, maybe someone with more sensitive a palate than I could be able to spin a yarn about the marvelous complexity of this cigar, but I'm not seeing it. It's not bad. Like I said, it's pleasant. But considering the premium on these, at least over and beyond my typical petite Coronas, or some of the cigars that I used to get very reasonably priced, Bolivar, Coronas Extras, Rafael Gonzalez Coronas Extras, you know, any one of a number of, like I said, petite Coronas. Any of those cigars would typically be, at this level anyway, probably what I would consider a superior smoke. But it's like I said, it's truly not fair to judge a cigar in a ½ inch of ash length. Nothing unpleasant about the retrohale. Creamy, mild. Tastes like it was rolled in the Dominican Republic. All right, that's enough for the show here. For the first couple of inch, or first inch, I'm going to go back to drawing on the machine back here. I got a little bit of work to do. And we'll visit it again in a few moments. Thanks for watching. All right, so I just had to halt what I was doing here for a minute and take a picture of the foot. This has got a just one of the most unique ash shapes I've ever seen in my entire life. It's almost tunneling through a section of the filler and has a small convex cone in the very center. Now, the cigar doesn't really taste like it's tumbling to me. I mean, that's usually a dead giveaway as far as taste is concerned. So it doesn't really taste funky that way. But I took a couple of pictures of it, and I'll paste them into the video. It's just very unique. Again, I'm not really used to smoking cigars this size, but it's pretty interesting. I don't think that I've ever seen an ash like that. Not that it deserves a scientific, grant, but I've just never seen it before. Anyway, I guess now's as good a time as any to get back on a little tasting note. Sorry, listening to a little yes there. It was kind of interesting. About maybe 10 minutes ago, I got hit with Frangelico without the sweetness. And it was a bomb there for 2 puffs. And I mean strong. So maybe someone was eating hazelnuts when they rolled the cigar. But it had a very, very pronounced hazelnut taste for literally a minute. And then it went back to being a general cigar product. So any of you that regularly smokes these things can maybe tell me if your experience has been similar as far as the hazelnut. I'm not the biggest fan of hazelnut myself, but it would certainly be better than smoking a Macanudo. Sorry, Chris. So let's ditch this second band here. Get it out of the way. Because I'm determined to give it the old college try, you know. Not too bad. It was really a pretty cigar. Fair enough. I gotta go back to work. See you in a few. You know, I got to tell you guys, I got to figure out how I can work out just making humidors full time, because if this is what you call work, I can deal with it. A little design work on the computer, enjoyable smoking time. That doesn't seem much of a cigar. Frankly, it went back to being a Macanudo kind of quickly. No relights. Still has the creamy texture. Every once in a while I get a little spark of some life. A little almond there a minute ago. But I hate to keep repeating myself. kind of tastes like a good Dominican cigar. But considering that I no longer really like any or smoke any Dominican cigars, that says something. If this were a smoking staple of mine, I wouldn't smoke anymore. Because there's just not enough here to really, there's just not enough here to really get the juices flowing. I'm heating the cigar up a bit now. So I really don't know what to say. I'll probably go ahead and finish off the rest of the cigar. I mean, I'm into it now. It's kind of like a low-budget movie. I got to see how it finishes off. So I'm going to peel off the band, and I'll go ahead and smoke another inch out of it maybe while I finish up my CAD work. Unless something dramatic comes back and gives me a reason to come back and turn the video recorder back on, I kind of don't see much point in it. Chris, if you watched, if you could suffer through this, thanks very much for the cigar. Looked beautiful, smelled beautiful, smoked well, but I'm glad I don't own a box of these. So, I appreciate you sending it to me, brother. You're a great guy. But there just wasn't much here. So, with that, we'll say adios. I can't think up of any other clever cliches or ways to put the cigar down. I will smoke it through the end, and we'll see what happens. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Another day in the life of Peggy over at CigarClimatology. Adios.